Oh dang, Will's in chat. Hello there.
Will fucking Hirsch, welcome.
Welcome, sire.
How are you doing?
Hey.
Father Hirsch has arrived.
Father Hirsch.
All hail
Father
Father
Hirsch.
Hirsch.
Tell him to join the VC.
Yeah.
Hey, if he wants to join the
Why
VC,
not?
I'll drag him in.
Why not?
Mr. Will Hirsch gang.
What's up,
Yeah.
entry point?
The Will Hirsch.game.
The Will Hirsch. Hello there.
Hey!
Yo.
Hey, Mr. Will Hirsch gang.
Will.
The Will Hirsch.
Welcome to the meat market, boys.
Will he
We got on.
There it is. There you go.
Yeah.
I still had the
What up?
I still had the thing on, like the stream.
Yeah, I just
I,
mute the
like
tab.
I got in and then my ear just got blown up because I was like, oh my god, I'm hearing like this twice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh man,
We must
how,
now.
Welcome.
how is everybody? This
We
is
must now
cool.
all
Doing
offer
good.
sacrifices
Dude, we're
to the Will
fantastic.
Hirsch.game.
We got your competition in here. Camaro is coming for you.
Hey,
I need some more reviews.
Nope. I'm not. I'm staying in my lane. I can't take on fucking Will Hirsch. You kidding me?
They'll fight to the death.
that's not
Who's
true
gonna
at all.
get
You have
good
fucking
quality.
fantastic stuff.
We could have
Thank
a
you,
flip-off
thank you.
and,
Yeah.
Winner gets
Hello.
more subscribers.
God, I wish
Holy
that was
shit.
how that's.
V4 reviews.
Oh my god, I'm working on it. I promise. I actually okay.
Oh,
So
shit.
we have all of the footage for the Mako V4 review.
Yeah.
Right now we're in the middle of. So we shot the Mako V4 review and the Triton V2 review. Like we did the interview
What's
portion
up,
on the
Unbalanced?
same day, and then we did all the B-roll across multiple days.
Okay.
So I have all the footage for the Mako V4 review, but I need to. I haven't started editing it yet because I did the editing for the Triton review. And then I did the editing for the year-end thing that I posted, and then the Squiddy making video. And now I've been writing, and we shot the year-end collection video. So I'm writing it. I just finished writing it today. Like I finished the script tonight, and then 2 days ago, yesterday, shit. Friday.
Lost
We
track.
shot all of the B-roll for it. So we went out to like a bunch of different locations across Atlanta and shot all the B-roll for the collection video of like me and Brandon flipping. And then tomorrow we're gonna film the part where I sit down and talk to the camera.
Okay.
And then
Holy
and
shit,
then when
you
I
were
finish
busy.
That it'll
Man,
be. Dude,
I
I've
saw in your
had
collection
such
video the
a
amount of
busy
knives
day.
you set aside to review.
Jesus Christ.
It's so much. It's so. I'm actually really happy I have the second channel now because a video I recorded it today and it'll be going up in a couple days on the second channel.
I love your second channel.
It's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna help so much because like currently it's like there's like a 6-month wait I think minimum for new knives that we get in terms of like if we're gonna make a real review of it. It takes so
Like a
long.
fancy restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a fancy restaurant.
Reservation.
And so I'm like, if they're happy with me just like talking about it, and like getting my thoughts out and not having to go through all the B-roll everything, then I can just throw it on the second channel, and it's much easier because I can just talk about it. it's
Yeah.
not-
That must be nice.
What does Joe think of like the incredible amount of knives you've got this year?
So he's actually not really surprised by it, and I think it's because I've had like that.
How do
as
you
a
like him,
thing
entry pointer?
for a hot minute, right? Like the not. I mean, I've bought ballast songs for a long time. He's I've had ballast songs since when he first met me. Actually, I have a funny story. I have a good story.
Please do tell. You're the center of attention.
Yeah, now that I think about it, me and Joe literally I had a ballast song when he met me because we were at a party when we met. Like we met at a friend's party in college, and we were there. And I remember I was hanging out with Joe, and then like one of his friends came in, and he had just gotten like a cheap China crap like golden ballast song.
Oh, okay, yeah. I grabbed
The
mine.
PM.
And I was like, oh no way, a ballast song. And so like he was like, yeah, you want to try it? And I like grabbed it and like flipped it around a bit and shit. And it was just so it's like on like even like the before we even started dating, just when he met me the first time, I was already like borrowing his friend's ballad song and shit and doing that. So
I feel like that's the coolest thing is whenever you get to show off in public.
Oh yeah.
I'm on a
Somebody-
I'm on a Discord call with
All
the,
my friends think I'm
with
so
some
cool.
people.
That's not true.
Yeah, I'm saying, as a school, they like, yeah,
Joe was
damn, you
wondering who I
cool,
was
you cool,
talking
yeah.
to.
No, my friends tell me to put it away because they're annoyed by it.
Yeah, I feel
Oh, really?
that.
I
It's like,
convinced one of my friends to start flipping though, and I gave him one of my old trainers. So I'm I'm adding to the community.
Convert. Yes.
Join us.
One of us.
Yeah, that is a problem. Is the sound like you got to be careful because it's you know.
Nautilus.
My parents
could really
always
annoy the
upset
shit out of
about
people.
I'm dropping the knife at the floor.
Oh, Sam, my parents hate me.
Yeah, my parents do.
Yeah, I'm thankful that our house is all or well, our apartment is all carpet. Like it's just carpet
Yeah.
everywhere.
I have a
'Cause
problem where
If we had hardwood, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
And now is the part where we all offer sacrifices to the willhirsch.gay.
No God, I have plenty of Brandon clones. I'm good.
That's one of my favorite running jokes on your channel.
Thank you.
It's so good.
That was yeah. So the lore kind of came out from we'd like
When did y'all decide to make a
Willhirsch.lore.
yeah the first couple videos we had made were like you know they were just like we had like put random gags at the end and then we had Brandon popping up you know just like as a joke. And at one point we like were talking about it when we were planning the next video and we were like, you know, I think we've accidentally created an idea that there's more than one of you. And then we were like, let's run with that. And so, so it just, you know, slowly went deep down the rabbit hole of like, now there's like a Brandon cloning system and all this crazy crap. And like, you know, it's just gone and gone and gone.
Yeah, because wasn't it at the end?
Where Brandon is just hidden in the background, just like sitting there in every single shot, just observing from a distance.
Who's gonna film it?
I don't know. Do the B-roll take and then reshoot it. No, just edit him in.
Put the camera just down there and just hope it's doing its thing.
One of my favorite
Yeah, there
things
you go.
from your channel is when Brandon went into your shirt. It was like a beach. That was
Oh
so
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah. That's
That was so
that was
funny.
that you there. I actually posted on the you know in the little like year-end video
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
There's the moment where we came up with that gag.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I saw it.
Yeah, it's just fucking. I like had like a brain blast moment or something. And I was like, I know what we must do.
Okay, Will, I have a question for you.
Yes.
When are we gonna get a Brandon Flips channel? When's it gonna happen?
He might do it. I don't know. It would be.
Really?
It depends
We
on.
need more Brandon. We need more Brandon.
I know the
have
people.
spoken.
That's what the people want. It's true.
Yes, we want more Brandon.
We so he might do it, but the big thing right now is already he's like you know we're both very busy, but
Yeah.
the way my gigs work is different than the way Brandon's gigs work because we're at kind of like different levels in the film industry. So Brandon actually works at the Weather Channel like kind of full time, doing editing for them.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. But that means that he's got basically a full-time job. So when we do
Entry,
shoot
I'm glad
days
you
during
liked
the
it.
week, he actually
That's
has
awesome.
to take off a day to
Wow.
do that. Whereas for me, what I do in the film industry is I do
Probably-
sound for movies and TV.
This is my Discord.
And
This is not
specifically,
Will's
a lot of
Discord.
what I do is behind the scenes stuff. So like the kind of stuff. that
Also,
you'd
Entry, that's a
see
great idea.
either
I'm trying not to talk
on,
over him.
on
Sorry.
TV where like it's like the actor talking about what they did, or the stuff you'd see on the DVD where they're like interviewing the actors and stuff like that.
What would you say? What's the biggest project that you've worked on?
Oh fuck. Let me go to IMDb.
Wow. He's in the big leagues.
I'm sorry.
IMDb.
This is a genuinely difficult question for me to answer at this point.
Wait, is the Will Hirsch on whatever thing? I think if you type in your name, it'll be like some random dude.
Does IMDb have a
Is
page
it
for the
William Hirsch?
willhirsch.gay?
Was it? Wait, did you?
Where the fuck did my? Oh, is it Wiley Hirsch? I really should.
My friend is
I have a
spanking
short
me.
link to IMDb and I don't remember what it is. Whatever. I just need to search my name.
If you guys want to see in the Battle Song channel, I found the most insane replicant ever.
Oh, really?
It's
Immediately.
I heard that you guys were going to make a replicate, just not talk about the company, which is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a definitely a plan on the table. Though it's a little difficult to not talk. I think it's less that we won't talk about the company and more that we'll talk about the company in context. Like I think I'll probably bring up exactly what happened because I'm not the kind of person to shy away from that.
Good.
I'd rather not. I'm just be like, yeah, one of their founders used a kind of shitty transphobic slur on Facebook.
That's not fun.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna not talk about it. Especially because I think it's important to talk about, and like at the same time, you know, you can't. It's hard to talk about the ref and not, like, you know, you do need to give BRS their due credit. Where like, sure they are kind of terrible people in a way. They're not horrible. Like I do like some of the guys from BRS, but like they do have a very important history with the Balisong community, things like Knife Zoid and like, you know, a lot of the stuff they did originally along with the Alpha Beast and the Replicant kind of made some of the foundations of Balisong. So, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like when we do it, it's going to be something that'll require thought and grace to get over. Okay.
It seems like BRS has sort of run out of ideas.
Yes,
Yeah.
would you guys just like a link to my IMDb, I guess?
Sure. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that works.
I'm sorry.
There's a blue light
I'm gonna
over
put it in the
here
No Mic
that's
Voice channel,
illuminating
I
my face, so it's
Alright,
probably
Merry
just catching the
Christmas.
reflection of that.
Yeah,
It is
so
just
is
green.
William E. Hirsch.
I
It's
should
so
probably be
weird
looking
seeing
at
you
the
with short
fucking
hair.
chat,
That is. That is.
in case people ask things. I
Oh,
don't-
you worked on Jungle Cruise
I did work on
and
Jungle
Suicide
Cruise.
Squad.
That was an interesting one.
My dad.
How was Suicide Squad? That sounds crazy.
Suicide Squad was a lot of fun. They did a like not so one of the coolest things about that movie was that I got to do the table read is what it's called.
Oh wow.
And so the table read, oh yeah, that's good. The table read is cool because what it is you get essentially, it's hard to explain. Basically all of the actors sit down along with all the producers and the director and everybody, and they read the entire script as though the movie was happening. And so I actually got to record the original table read of the Suicide Squad. And
You've done a ton of cool stuff.
yeah, it's been very
Holy
cool.
crap.
And so yeah, I got
Oh
to
my
see
gosh.
from like the very beginning to like
Man.
the end of
Do
like
you
what
work in
happened.
Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
awesome. Yeah, dude,
Um,
my dad was we were watching the Nautilus review together, and he just kind of freaked out when you all said caffeine and octane because he's
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I do. I've done Caffeine and Octane for a long time now. That is one of my favorite shows to work on, honestly, because it's so much fun. I'm usually working. Do you watch Caffeine and Octane?
Some I have a general idea.
Do you know Ricky?
I do not. I mean,
Okay, so Ricky is the guy. He's the guy that has the he's the motorcycle guy. He holds the world record for like motorcycle drag racing, but he's one of the three main dudes
Okay.
that like goes around and looks at the cars. And I'm usually working with Ricky, so you can almost guarantee that anytime you see Ricky on screen, I probably recorded him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That must be so fun to just have as a job.
It's wild. It's what I went to school for. And like, you know, it's what I wanted to do. I mean, like what I wanted to do was like YouTube from forever. Because I mean, you can go back on my YouTube channel. I haven't deleted any of our original videos, so you can go see all the crap.
How long have you known Brandon? Because I saw a video from like 13 years ago.
Yeah, a long time. I've known Brandon.
Oh,
a
holy
long
cow.
time.
You look so skinny. Bruh.
Yeah, we've been friends since high school, and we've been making videos together since high school.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Let me find.
Hi.
Let me find.
Ty, you hear that?
What did you say?
I said, Ty, you hear that? He's been making videos with Brandon since high school.
Hey,
That's our
See,
exact
that's what I'm
situation.
That's what.
There
I'm
we
saying.
go.
I
You're
think
gonna be
it's
the
really
next Will
funny that
Hirsch.
Park is
It's
still
no,
your
it's
favorite
kind
video.
of also weird though because like there's that common shared interest, but also the main thing I want to do in my life is not necessarily the film industry, but I do work on a lot of audio projects and producing. Just because I wanted to start like my own media company working on both the video and the audio side of things. But it's interesting that you work in the film industry in the audio side of things, because that's like also the shit I love to do.
Yeah, well, I used to. I noticed some of your production stuff in the background, because I used to do. Well, I still kind of do. I DJ now, mostly. But I DJ weird. I DJ with Ableton. I don't use 2-deck setups anymore. I love Ableton Live. Ableton Live's like my soul.
I unfortunately haven't gotten around to using Ableton yet.
This is so cool.
What do you use?
I started with FL Studio.
Sorry if I'm not interacting with the chat much, guys, but this is so cool. I'm nerding out right now.
Who wants to get into making music. But I switched to Reaper pretty early on because it's more focused on like live recording. And I play guitar and I play drums, so a lot of my stuff was not programming instruments, but it was live recording. But over time, I kind of got into programming instruments and working a lot with synths and stuff. And I'm at the point where I really want to... I might switch over to Ableton. I've been thinking about it because it just seems like more of a well-rounded DAW, but I'm just so used to using Reaper at this point. I've had like 4 different installations of Reaper, all with like 600 hours total on them, and I'm like, I spent way too much time in this shit, man. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's a Z Joker.
Sorry, I'm replying to a thing.
Understandable.
So, what would you say?
Yeah. So sorry. I highly suggest getting into Ableton from Reaper, because Ableton to Reaper to Ableton is much easier than like FL Studio to Ableton. FL Studio is a really, really dope program, and I'm actually kind of annoyed because anything I make at Ableton will never look as pretty as something that someone makes in FL Studio. But it's super cool. It's a really nice like program, so I highly suggest you'd give Live a shot.
I don't think Ableton's that expensive either.
No, it's not, and I want to buy it because I have a copy that I acquired.
Yeah, acquired.
And I'm like, I've acquired it for like such a long time that I think I kind of like in my head just decided, like, forgot that I could buy it. You know, because I've been acquiring it since early high school.
Yeah, I started when I was like, I think it was
maybe
13.
I should buy it now.
Yeah, I still haven't bought Reaper. I'm still using like the free evaluation trial. I'm like, I need to buy this shit. But I started when I was 13. When I got my first guitar, because I played drums when I was a kid, and I went to Guitar Center because I needed a new snare.
Oh,
but
not your
I saw
Nautilus.
a guitar sitting on the wall, and I'm like,
I'm so glad
Mom,
a rock stopped it. That would have
I
sucked.
listened to My Chemical Romance. It's about that time.
It's yep, it's that time in every young boy's life.
I downloaded FL Studio, like I pirated FL Studio literally the day I got my guitar, and it was just every day. Every time I was playing, I was also recording, working on different things. So I've spent the last like 5, almost 6 years just grinding away. I used FL Studio for like 2 years, and then I switched over to Reaper, and it's been like thousands of hours into Reaper from this point.
If you're into synth design shit, Ableton Live 11 is nuts. It is insane, and it's literally just the built-in shit too. Like, you know, you can obviously have as many plugins as you want, and those are crazy too. But it has like built-in MPE support, and its different instruments also have built-in MPE support, so you can do all sorts of cool, crazy shit just with the built-in stuff. It's mad. Also, they added something I'm really freaking excited about is they added a what is it called? From Spitfire Audio, they added a number of instruments that are built into it from Spitfire, and it's
the Spitfire stuff is crazy.
It's crazy, and built it into Ableton now. It's got like cellos and shit.
Yeah, is it the because I have all the lab stuff, which is all the free plugins that they offer, and then there's the BBC Orchestra that they made, and I downloaded that.
Let me pull up the video for you real quick.
Oh my
I'll just
goodness.
send it to you.
I think my one issue with Reaper is that it's amazing for live record and like recording instruments, which is why I used it for so damn long. But once you get to the point of like programming stuff and actually doing work with MIDI instruments, that's where Reaper kind of starts to struggle a little bit, because it just gets very convoluted very quickly, and it's not as like, that's not what it's geared towards, which I understand. So that's like the one issue I'm running into, is just it's just kind of working with MIDI instruments. I mean, there's artists that I look up to that use entirely Reaper, and all they do is program instruments. But like for me, I mean, I'd even want to have both, honestly, both Ableton and Reaper.
Well, they'd work together well. They don't not work together. Like, that's all. Honestly, one of the best things about Ableton specifically is it has crazy integration with other software. But yeah, Ableton Live, I could not suggest it more, and it's also shockingly easy to acquire. Just FYI.
Yeah, I bet.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, I was about to say. Sorry for hijacking your stream, by the way.
I do not mind at all. I've been sitting here like kind of nerding out, honestly. It's so cool.
I came in here and I just like made it all about fucking Ableton and shit, and I'm like, okay, maybe we should.
Hey, fuck it.
Don't worry. If you didn't
listen to you for hours.
If you didn't, I would continue to make the same exact retail store joke about 100 times over.
Farbos, you got any more? You got any more jokes for us, Farbos?
Fucking not off the top of my head. You got to give me time to prepare.
Oh shit.
Okay,
you gotta get it like that.
I can't. I have jokes ready, but I can't say them on stream. I don't want to get you banned this quickly, man.
Oh no.
Thank you, Farbos.
You're welcome, Ty. Anything for you, baby?
Thank you.
No,
See,
Will.
I have some. You have to give me a sec.
I think the funniest thing here is that like all of us are patrons, so
Yeah. It's just a patron call.
Look, I didn't even realize that this was happening. I was about to go to bed, and then I was like, I opened YouTube and I saw that this live stream was happening, and I was like, oh, and so I clicked on it, and then I was like, oh, it's the Discord. But so I fuck it, why not?
You know what happened? You want to know my story? I'm sitting in a call with my girlfriend, right? And I get a DM from Ethan that just says, Will is in the call. And I'm like, babe,
Yep.
I apologize, but I have work to attend to.
I have work to attend to.
They literally said Will is in the Discord, and I was like, listen, I know you love to talk to me, but can I leave for like a little bit? She was like,
Shout out your girlfriend.
BRP.
That's Barb. Barb gets more shit from you than she deserves.
She like asked me to just screen share, and I'm not even gonna lie, the past like 2 days I've literally just been watching Will Hirsch Flips videos. So she's just observing in the background while I'm watching.
She knows so much about the Flightanium Lucha now. It's great.
Yeah.
Dude, I am craving one of those. I am like 2 days away from just buying one.
Just buy
it. Just buy it.
Just do it.
Go. Do it.
How's the only thing I'm concerned about is the grip on them.
They're great. It's fun.
I've heard the grip is kind of iffy, but
I think they fixed it.
On the Flightanium thing.
Yeah.
Flightanium handles for the Lucha.
Yeah,
Okay.
they added jimping to the end, which helps a ton. But of course, it's nothing like the Talisong Z. That thing has the grip.
Yeah.
All the grip.
Wait, Will.
Well, currently I'm using an Arctic, so I'm already used to having not the greatest grip, so I don't think it'll bother me that much.
Oh yeah, between the Arctic and the Lucha, honestly, I even think the Lucha has slightly more because it's got the 3D milling on the handles. It's kind of weird, but it's nice.
Will, I'd love to hear what you think about the Arctic. Just like, not to spoil your review or anything.
No.
I'm kind of like an Arctic simp.
Yeah, I honestly agree with you. It's really, really dope, especially for the price. And something I want to focus on in the review is kind of the history of the Arctic, right? Like, oh my God, somebody posted a tennis ball fight to fucking to the chat. That's such a classic. That video is like one of our highest performing videos in terms of like, because it has so little views, but for some reason, I guess the click-through rate is insane because the only people that watch it are people that are like genuinely looking for it. So for some reason,
people just want to see
YouTube analytics, it's got the highest click-through rate out of any of our videos. And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on?
Even more than Park?
Even more than I don't understand.
Oh, Park.
great.
But yeah, so the glider Arctic, you know, I think it shows a really, really cool point for glider, where like originally Glider Co. was a very Squid Industries inspired company. You know, the Glider Co. OG1 was like very much just a squid trainer, but they changed some stuff. And it was never a clone at any point, and I think there were people out there that was like calling it a clone just because it had a what the fuck is words? It had a Tonto blade. It had a Tonto blade design, and
yeah, because I know Glider got a
Squid
lot of shit.
Tonto.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you even look at the OG1, you can see there's no cloning happening. You know, it's just a trainer with aluminum channel handles. But if you actually look at the channel handles, you'll see, oh yeah, there's tons of different stuff going on in there.
It really does look like a clone.
Exactly, it's very different. So, you know, but they were very much Squid Industries inspired in the beginning, is what I'm getting at.
Whereas people just always need something to complain about.
Oh, it's so true.
That's fair.
But, you know, now they've like really proven. You know, the Sahara is kind of weird, but the Arctic specifically shows kind of their growth, not only in terms of creating an original design, because it's a very original design, but also it shows a growth in their style in general, right? Because you have the original OG1 is kind of lacking in terms of style. Like, it's got the cool colors, but there's not a lot going on otherwise. And then you get the Arctic, and suddenly you've got this like really, really dope design, and it's sandwich. And then when you look closer at it, you notice that like the weights at the end of the handles, like that hold it apart, are fully custom made parts. And then you look even closer, and you realize that all of the fucking screws are custom made parts, and that's
custom screws are sick.
And then
They're
suddenly,
really cool.
you know, all the screws are custom, and they have like the information about the screw written on it. And then you look closer at the blade, and the blade has all this information written on it and shit. It's like they really went from a Squid Industries adjacent maker to a very separate, very unique sort of style that they developed and identified. And that's a hard thing to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's hard to come into a space and not just emulate somebody else, but actually be your own thing. And they did a really good job of like growing and becoming genuinely their own really good separate thing, and I think that's dope.
If gliders were more available, they would be thrashing Squid.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh, for sure.
For the price that they, you know, can get out. But I mean, I think that's kind of the cool part about the Balisong community, right? Is that like at the end of the day, if you really think about it, there's not really, you know, like so when we were at
no, you haven't been banned from chat.
That we did.
I don't know why you would have.
We did some commercial stuff for them as well. Like, so we did our videos, but while we were there, we also filmed some stuff for them to use. So we've made. I don't think they've released any of the stuff we've made for them yet, but we made them, and it's completely unrelated to like me as a person and or quote unquote brand. Like, it's not any of the stuff we made was
brand,
just
meaning
because me and
gay.
Yes. Any of the stuff we made was not like, you know, Will Hirsch approved or anything like that. It's just commercial stuff that they paid for because me and Brandon are also a production company. Like, we can, you know, we work on movies and shit. We can make you a commercial.
Yeah.
You know, we do stuff here for like Siemens is one of the big ones we've worked for. The Siemens is this big like manufacturing thing.
It's
and
so
we've
funny.
done
Every time I go over to Ethan's house, he's got like a Siemens microwave. And
Exactly.
Yep, Siemens oven, Siemens microwave.
Siemens makes good stuff, man. It's very funny.
It's funny, but hey, a good product's a good
I'm
product.
telling you. But you know, we've done
Good
stuff
product,
for companies like that, and so we can make, you know, stuff for Squid. So what we did is we did 2 videos which are talking. We talked to some of the employees there. And like made employee spotlights essentially. So like a video about a single employee talking about like what they do day to day, how they like it at working at Squid. Like, you know, the idea was to make really personal stuff, because I think one of the big problems for, you know, Balisong companies in general, but Squid in specific, is that people look at Squid and they're like, oh, they're this big fucking company or whatever.
It's like
And it's like 20 people, you know, it's not some huge thing. It's pretty small, all things considered.
I
And
just think
so
of Lucas, and then I think of like a factory, and that's
yeah, right. It's like Lucas and his like Willy Wonka shit. But it's
through the chocolate tube.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to talk to more of the people that like work there and see what their experiences is, because you know, like when we were visiting, it was so awesome. Everybody there is so cool.
You get a tour of the factory.
Yeah, everybody there is so cool, and like you know, really friendly, and like they're all friends. You know, like it's literally just like this collection of people who are friends. Like that's what it is.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And you know, they're just hanging out and doing their thing, and it's just super cool. So what I'm getting at is like we made stuff, and it was to kind of, you know, help support that. You know, and so we have 2 videos that are like talking to the employees, and then we have one kind of big video where we actually sat down with multiple employees and Lucas and a couple other people and like interviewed them long form. And so one of the things I asked Lucas about in that was genuinely like, do you see, you know, people making stuff inspired by your stuff as competition? Like, do you see that as like a infringement on your brand or whatever? And he was like, no, I love it. You know, he started doing Squid Industries because he just liked ballad-songs and wanted more people to have ballad-song. So for him, exactly, it's like for him, seeing more people like taking ideas that he had and then refining them in their own ways and making all sorts of cool shit from it. He's like, yeah, that's like the dream. Like that was the goal, you know?
Awesome, yeah.
Welcome back, Belly
so
Boy.
He's like all about that shit.
And yeah,
so, like,
it is,
they don't see Glider Co as a competitor at all. They see them as a like part of the ballad-song community. You know, they see them as like
really good though.
A good force. And I think that's perfect because like that's, you know, that's kind of the goal. That's the idea, right?
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm not wrong, Lucas Cow is the region of him is Vietnam, and he's born in Singapore.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That is true. Oh, okay. So here's something crazy.
It is pretty crazy, Hydro.
Didn't we hear his like mom cook Creole or something?
Yeah. So
his father is in Haiphong, and his mother is in Thanh Hoa. If I'm not wrong, I don't know.
Yeah, his mom, we went over to his house like the last day that we were there, and his mom cooked us a traditional Vietnamese meal. That's like awesome. Just a home cooked fucking it was so
what
good.
Did she cook?
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh god, I don't remember exactly, but it was it was beef that was like you like dipped it, and then you had rice noodles.
It's called pho. P-H-O.
Well, it wasn't pho. I love pho. But it was like pho, but you dipped it. You didn't. You had like the soup separate, not together. I love pho.
I know that.
But yeah, it was incredible. So good. But yeah, it was so cool. It was really, really, really cool. Yeah. So yeah, we were blown away to be like treated that nicely, and like, you know, it just kind of showed the whole like family sort of kind of vibe that it had.
Yeah.
And it's what I want to do more of. Like, I think I talked about this before, but my goal for this year is to do more stuff like that. Specifically, I want to do interviews with people. Like, I want to do an interview with Jerry Home. I want to do an interview with Eldon Talley, Stitch Steel. Like, I want to talk to them about, you know, their knives and their products.
Stitch would be sick, dude. Stitch would
be awesome.
Great. He's already said yes to it. He's super down to do it. But awesome. You know, partially to talk to them about their knives and their process and all that. But the other reason is just like I want to talk to them about the community. Like, you know, they've been here for so long. They've been like watching the community, growing with the community, like making shit for us. And I just want to talk to them about that. So like, you know, at the end of the day, that's kind of my ideas. I want to talk to them about that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Of the two, I think
like travel the world talking to ballad-song creators. Go to Russia and talk with Atropos. Go to Australia, talk with Glider.
I really want to go visit Glider. That's something we're like kind of working on figuring out. I'd love to.
Oh, I am so there for that.
Brandon loves Australia, and so like if he could get a chance to go for work, he would like lose his mind.
Oh, of course.
How close are you guys to becoming full-time?
We are, I would say, like 60% of the way there. Like we're more than halfway there, but we're not. We're
And
not
does that account
all the
for
way there
both of
at
you?
all.
Like to maintain both of your livings or just yours?
That's for both of us. I'd say we're either 60 or we're 45. Like we're around halfway. We're not at the point where either of us could quit doing work at all, but we're at the point on a good, that's the other problem is that YouTube is an unforgiving mistress, and so like overall our views have been kind of going down in general across the board, but I've noticed that like for Balisong people in general, the views have been going down across the board. So I don't know what's up. YouTube's weird.
Have you had any problems with YouTube taking down your videos, demonetizing, anything like that? Because I've had a huge problem with that.
Yeah, thankfully I have not. Now I have no idea what to do to help other people not have that problem because
I'm looking into making a video about it.
I think it's basically just.
I think it's an age
minor,
thing.
You're screwed.
Yep, that's
Because
all
I'm
it
not.
is. From
It's
what I can tell.
absolutely an age thing.
For most people, it seems to be that if you're a minor, they'll take down your Balisong video, even if it's a trainer sometimes,
That's
which
been
is
my
great.
experience. I've had Squiddy videos taken down.
Yeah,
About a week ago, we had somebody in chat talk about how all of their videos they kept posting were getting deleted and they were getting community guideline strikes left and right.
That was me. I was talking about
No, it was someone else, because it wasn't until we asked, hey, are you okay with telling us how old you are? Because it might just be an age problem. And they said they were 11. And it's just like,
yeah, well, then that makes sense.
Yeah, even if you're using a trainer, YouTube is going to take you down.
Yeah, even if,
like
like,
that.
no matter what.
Really kidding?
No, you need to be 13 to have a YouTube account.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So that could also be a problem.
Yeah, I think there's another problem too, which is people. I think some of them are probably posting videos that have some sort of copyrighted content, specifically music.
Yeah.
And so knowing where to get non-copyrighted music to flip to is super important. For instance, actually,
make my own.
Dude, I just DM Ty. I use all his music.
What do I call you? Do I call you Camaro or Ethan?
You can call me Ethan.
Ethan. Okay, Ethan's great. Do you know about the Riot thing, the Riot music packs that have released?
The Riot music packs?
Oh, from Riot Games.
Yeah, from Riot Games.
Oh my god, yes.
Nice.
They have
Wait, is that like copyright free?
It's completely copyright free. They have two mixes that are these large mixes called
Sessions Vi and Sessions Diana.
Yeah, so I thought it was Sessions 5,
That's
but I think it
cool.
actually might be Sessions Vi.
Vi's a League of Legends character.
That's what I realized later. I thought that was
Hydro, of course. I'll when everything gets a little
that makes
quieter,
sense. And then
I'll
later I
talk
was
to
like,
you.
Oh, it's a League of Legends character. I'm dumb.
Of course.
Yeah,
if you ever want to talk,
Sessions
reach
Diana,
out.
Both of them.
Assuming you're even still
here.
here.
More, but they're completely copyright-free, streaming-enabled music.
If you go on Spotify, Riot Games also has a metric shit ton of DMCA free music, including a playlist called the Riot Games.
Yeah.
Like mega music mix. And
But
it's completely DMCA free, like hundreds of songs from League and Valorant and Legends of Runeterra, stuff like that.
Let me see here. But yeah, you can actually have all of that music. So I'm gonna DM this to you right now. You can have all of that music. Not only can you listen to it, normally, but if you scroll down, you can download a pack. You can download, if you scroll down below all it says follow us on social, stream sessions, Spotify, YouTube Music, and then all the way down, I'll post this in the general chat too. You scroll all the way down, there's a button that says download Sessions Diana and download Sessions Vi. Both of those are huge packs of music that you can download and use in your videos free of charge, and they're made by real artists. That's the big thing, is that it's not like music that you've never music from people making free music that you've never heard of. These are things that Riot commissioned from real artists. Awesome. Like Laxity. I don't know if you've heard of Laxity, but he's one of my favorite artists recently. My husband loves Laxity, but Laxity has more than 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and is making music for Sessions. He's got one song in the original Sessions, then he's got multiple songs in Sessions Diana, and it's just like, I can't believe that they're putting in, you know, the money and effort to do this. Like, it's very, very.
That's
cool.
awesome.
It's just like 1.5 gigs. They literally just let you download it.
Yeah, you can literally just download it. It's the dopest thing ever.
What's also insanely cool about Riot Games making music, or Riot Games commissioning music and such like that, is most of the music that they're pumping out is also completely DMCA free. So, like, last year, middle 2021, their heavy metal band Pentakill.
Yes,
the new album, Pentakill 3 Lost Chapter, aside from one song, because they were having trouble with someone's publishing agent, the entire album is completely free, and the first 2 albums before that are also completely DMCA free.
There's no fucking way KDA is DMCA free, is it?
No shot. I don't think KDA is DMCA.
Okay,
I can check their playlist real quick.
Of course, man. I'm trying to follow everyone that makes like any content on Instagram. I've still got a lot to go on.
There's not a single KDA song that is DMCA free.
But thank you for the kind words. I don't think
what KDA is.
It's crazy to have someone call me their favorite creator.
The band G Idol.
Of course, if you ever need anything, you want to talk or anything, just reach out on Instagram, and I'll.
It's literally just this band.
I'll definitely
and then
respond.
A couple other people. I'll put it in the no mic.
Thank you for the kind words. Of course, I will.
They fixed it with Conqueror, so all 3 of the Pentakill albums are completely
keep an eye out for all your new stuff.
Oh shit!
Instead of there's no longer one song that is not free. All 3 of the heavy metal albums they have are complete DMCA free.
How do you avoid voice chat?
Essentially, KDA, they just literally hired a real K-pop band, and then they just have other people that collaborate with them. So basically, every song has.
You can join my Discord, and I can drag you in. Just keep in mind that if you are obnoxious or talking over everyone, then I am gonna.
Yeah.
I don't know if Soyeon is part of G Idol or not.
Everyone in this call is chill, so just be chill, and you can hop.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm probably gonna get off in a sec.
No worries.
Yeah, same, y'all. It's late. I need to go to school tomorrow.
All right, my husband is asking me if I want to watch Witcher because we're currently watching through season 1 of Witcher.
Make sure Penny watches.
I will. Penny always watches with us. Penny likes to sit on us while we are in bed.
Great, Penny.
Huh? No, I'm not on camera. Do you want to say hi to people? I'm talking on Ethan's Discord.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right,
thank you for the pictures and Penny appreciation. Those are great.
Can you guys hear Penny screaming? Penny's screaming.
I think
wait,
so.
Let me bring her to the mic. Penny, you must scream for the world.
The child of the people.
Come on, Penny. Rubber ears.
Yeah.
Yay, Penny.
My cat chews on all my cables, and she's broken like my headphones before.
Ethan.
Yeah, I had to kick her out of my room.
Ethan, are we letting more people into VC still?
As long as they're chill. Someone wants to join, sure.
That's a fair thing. We me and Brandon really need to do more. So on the Discord we have we didn't schedule it out. We need to do more VIP chats because we've been so swamped with stuff that we haven't been able to do the VIP chats. But we used to go into the Discord and sometimes just go into like the general Patreon voice chat and like hang out and stuff, and it was really, really dope. But eventually it has gotten to the point where it's like there are so many people that you just can't even like hear each other.
We got our own mini VIP Discord call with you right now.
I mean, shit,
that's true. That's specifically why I asked Ethan if we're letting people in still, because I don't want the VC to get
as long as it's
people can't talk.
Yeah,
I don't think it's too crowded so far. So yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch Witcher. So.
Enjoy.
I very much appreciate.
Have a good night.
Yeah, it's good meeting you, Will.
Yeah,
thank you so much for stopping by.
Yeah,
holy cow.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to be here.
Well, let me know.
Let me know if you do something like this in the future. If I'm free, I'd love to join or whatever.
Awesome.
I can add you.
Let me know if you remember a place to acquire Ableton.
I will do that.
I might give it a little test run before I end up buying it.
I think I can help you with that.
Okay, that'd be very useful.
All right, bye everybody.
All right,
see ya.
Good night.
See ya.
just joined, but bye.